Hi, I'm Brin from bygender.net. It has been 3 weeks, I think, since my last video, and there's been good reason for that. I have to preface this by saying it is now 3:33 a.m. on May 11th, 2011. May 1st, 2011. And I'm making this video as a birthday present to bygender.net. I opened bygender.net on April 21st, 2010, and I had decided that I was going to whip up something really special for the 1-year anniversary, because the forum has been in place now since April 21st of 2010, and in that time we've signed up 400 people, about 150 of which have signed in the last 30 days, so that's pretty good. Made 10,000 posts in, I think, 4,000 topics, I think, if I remember the stats right. At any rate, it was just a humongous success. It's so much more than I thought it could possibly be, and I just feel blessed that all of these people were able to come together and, help me feel better that, I'm not alone, and give me the opportunity to let them feel better that they're not alone. So the forum's great, but I wanted to do something a little more. And I had asked a while back what people thought about putting in a social networking site. And I was thinking of putting in some kind of bolt-on type of application that would simulate Facebook. Well, I don't really know that I could support something that was trying to be Facebook. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. So I was racking my brain trying to come up with something, and then I realized I've had a live journal in some form or another since 2002, so almost 10 years now. And there are a lot of people on LiveJournal, and there's a lot of people on Dreamwidth now, which is sort of the child of LiveJournal. It's a big update to their code and adds a whole bunch of new features and security settings and things that LiveJournal just wasn't ever really going to get to do. So I also realized that is all open source code, and they provide it free for people to build their own installations. So bygender.net is now the home of bygender.net journals. And when you go to bygender.net, the first page you'll find is the new journals site. Instead of being forwarded over to bygender.net/forums, which is still there and is not going away ever, you'll now be faced with, and I'll try and show you this, you'll see this screen. So there's me, there's my welcome video that I just recorded tonight, and that's what the site looks like. I'm going to do that once more in just a little bit, because in addition to the journals, I had something else that's been asked for and I haven't been able to do. So what I did is I had to change hosts, because my the host that has held bygender.net for the last year really has a lot of restrictions on what I can and can't run on this site, and didn't give me the access I needed to be able to do something like this. So I changed hosts and have a lot more access to the nuts and bolts of it, which is really scary because I've never run a web server at that level before. I've always had a hosting provider that, managed their own OS and all of that weird hard stuff, so this is a big challenge for me, and so I please beg you to be a little patient if there are some bumps along the road, especially in the first couple months as I try and work out all the bugs. So the way this is going to work is, right now you need an invite code to build a journal on the site. And I am going to put one right here in the captions as soon as I upload the video, specifically for my YouTube subscribers, because I have almost 300 YouTube subscribers now. And my last Brin video went over 3,000 hits, 3,000 views, because somebody linked it on, it's my Both Sides Now video. somebody linked it on Reddit. So it was on Reddit for a day. Never made it to the top, but actually I don't think it even got any upvotes other than me. But it was really cool. That's the most hits I've gotten on any of my videos. So I thought it was really cool. So I wanted to have all this up and working on April 21st so that I could say, happy birthday by gender.net. Now you have a social networking site that is better than Facebook. And I just couldn't get it done. It's really hard. I had a lot of things go wrong along the way with a new host that I eventually had to get rid of and move again. And I had problems with my kids being sick, and I was sick, and there was fires and floods and all kinds of, trauma. In addition to the fact that it's really hard to recode all of this stuff and to install it all and get it all working on something that's supposed to be a production site. I guess most of the people who install the software just sort of poke around with it because they're doing development for Dreamwidth. They're not actually, running production sites on it. So we're sort of a child site of Dreamwidth, and I hope that it all works out. So happy birthday by gender.net. There's your present. You get journals. And the great thing about these is you can set the privacy options to as open or closed as you want. So you can make posts that only you can see. You can make posts that are visible only to a subset of the people that you have given access to your journal, because there's all kinds of access controls. So you can, on a per-user basis, you can give access to somebody, even if you, or you can forbid access to somebody, even if you do read their journal. So you can get really granular on it all. And you can design your own site skin, and you can modify a bunch of the styles that are pre-installed and make it your own. Eventually, it is going to have a pay element to it. You'll be able to buy your way into the site with a certain amount of paid time. That'll give you different features and access than a free user. But that's not today. And the other thing is that it will eventually have advertisements on it from Google Ads. So hopefully I can find a way to do it that's not so terribly intrusive. And for some level of paid user, those will go away as well. But it's just to try and recoup some of the costs that I've had to put in. So I'm not trying to make any money off of it. It's really just to help support the site. But they're not there yet. You get to get in on the ground floor, and you will get if you use the code that I put up just a bit ago, you will get all of the features of a paid subscriber for 6 months, I think. By then, I hope to have something worked out where the site can support itself with revenue. So, but that's coming down the line. Anyway, so that is the main thing. That's the biggest part of it. There was a second thing, though. I did also add something that was really, really asked for a lot, and that is our very own chat room. So if you go to chat.bygender.net, you'll go here. Now, there's a couple of caveats, and this is for people who already belong to the forum. Your forum login ID and your chat room ID are the same. So you use your forum login and password for the chat room. However, the Dreamwidth code, the journal code, runs on a separate database. And I can't share the user table. So you are going to end up having 2 separate logins. And I'm not quite positive how the cookies are going to play out yet. This is still all really new. So it is possible that you'll have a different password for your journal than you will have for your forum. I can't link those two. I just can't make it happen. So you can have the same name across both, but you'll have to log in to each of them individually. So that could get confusing. Now, if any of my forum users find that their forum handle has been signed up by somebody else, contact me, and I will see what I can do about getting that taken care of. But yeah, so happy birthday by gender.net. It really has been a pleasure to be your webmistress for the last year. I have grown as a person. My whole life has changed from where I was a year ago. And having the forum has been a big part of that. It's just opened my eyes to a whole new world of difference, even amongst people who claim the same identity. And finding out that there's a family to be welcomed into who has been through some of the same pain and trouble that I've been through has been unbelievably welcome and just beyond description. So thank you to everyone who has come to the forum over the last year. Welcome to anybody who's finding me now and finding the forum and the journals and all of that now. So, sorry. Yeah, it is. It's 3:45, and I did get all dressed up just to do this video and the welcome video on the site. I was not coding in a pencil skirt and button-up top, but so count yourself lucky. I got all spruced up at 3 a.m. Just for you. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I think there's a couple other videos that are sort of waiting in the pipeline. I got a good question on FormSpring again that I'll have to address, and there was an email that I got that had some questions. So those should be coming up pretty soon, and it won't be as long of a delay. Really, the biggest delay was that I wanted to get this done before I could post a video, because that's what I was waiting for. I really wanted this to be a celebration of the anniversary. And actually, as it turns out, now that our journal birthday is May 1st, we now share a birthday with Dreamwidth itself. Apparently, Dreamwidth launched on May 1st, 2009. They're turning 2 today, and we're being born. So I really hope that people take advantage of this and build the community. The great thing about having the LiveJournal type site is that you can build communities and have discussions about things that are not related to bigender, being bigender, identifying as bigender. Of course, there's room to have all of that stuff too, but when you want to find the community of people that are sort of there and waiting and listening, that's already existing in the forum. But now you have a place that you can sort of step away and deal with things one-on-one in a less public format, and are less are more in your control, and just aren't out there for everybody to see. And I hope people use the opportunity to build friendships and develop a community that really is in its infancy. So that is all I have. I'm going to go get cleaned up and go to bed and be finally done coding for a little while. Like I said, it's still going to be, there's going to be some bugs, and feel free to send them to me at brin@bygender.net, or send me an email through the journal system as you find them, and I hope to get them all worked out as soon as I can. But like I said, I'm not a coder, and things have been sort of crazy lately, so hopefully I can get them addressed as quick as possible, but I can't make any promises. But alright, I've gone on long enough, and now it's late, and I'm just rambling. So, thank you very much. I know I've said that 5 times already in this video, but I really, really mean it. It's been amazing to get to this point, and I never really thought that I could. I thought it would be something that I opened up, no one would find, no one would come see, and I would just end up closing, like so many other things I've done before. But this has been amazing, and I really don't see any signs of it slowing down and stopping. So that's beyond compare. It's just wonderful to be part of it. So yeah, so I'm done now. I'll let you guys go. Thank you very much. And send me questions on formspring.me/BrinConvenient. Send me an email at brin@bygender.net, or send me a note here through YouTube. All right. Love. Thanks. Bye.